Doesn't it look familiar?
Boy.
This is an awesome, awesome, beautiful sight to see my people back together. What's up, y'all? I missed y'all. Y'all all right?
Yeah, we straight, man.
He just tried to trip me in the hallway, so I don't believe none of that shit.
Dude, I'm for real. It is so good to see the good people here together. The beautiful people. We got the beautiful people around the table. You doing all right?
You know this fool kicked the back of my foot when my foot went up.
Why
and
you
I
ain't gonna
almost
let that
went
go?
down.
Just let it go.
I heard a loud noise.
what it was.
I
Boom,
did.
Let it go.
And you see what I'm
Let it
saying?
go.
Just
Hey,
say
look,
shit,
check
man.
this out. Check this out. Look. Hey, followers, our friends, our loved ones, our kindred spirits, what's going on? I am Dr. Keon, and it is really, really, really good to be back in here, man. I have been delivered from a set of circumstances that had me bound for about, I don't know, 13 weeks. And so praise God for the 13 weeks. But I have been
Won't he do
delivered.
it?
Won't he do, only if you let him. Only if you let
Shandalabo.
him. Only if you let him. But I was bound, and blessed be to God, I got loosed.
You hit us with the,
You got
with the
loosed.
Baptist stutter preacher.
Yeah. I got,
I know.
and I
that
got
whole-
loose.
yeah.
I got loose.
When they get the little
I got
raspiness
loose.
going in their
I got a
voice
little
and bring
loose.
you right on
And
in.
so it is so good to be in here with my people. Shy, what's going on? How you been? What's up with you?
Great. I am rejuvenated. 'Tis the season. This is my favorite time of the year. I'm such a geek, and I love this time of the year.
That's
Tasha,
what's
what
up.
you been
I'm
up
ready
to?
for this shit to be
Oh,
over.
birthday
You ready for it to be
girl.
over? It ain't even
The
started
year?
yet, and you ready?
Yeah, I know.
She's-
But the holiday,
Aw.
I was even funny about it. If I wanted to celebrate my birthday yesterday, I thought about that shit for about 2 months if I wanted to do it or not.
No.
I still did do. I don't do my birthday.
But
Wow.
you look like you did it last night.
No, no, she did not. That birthday looked like it whooped her ass, and I said it just like that. I said it like I felt it. You took a ass whooping last night, Tasha.
Oh no, I didn't. But it was,
Fatality.
Yeah, okay.
but it was okay. I enjoyed myself. Number of my friends came out and we kicked it, and everybody this morning texted me said they had a hangover. So they all partied like it was their birthday.
Does. That
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
They don't even play fair. You can't go there.
Well, and it was cool because one of the bartenders, she's really cool. She's a sweet person. And she was like, we got to do a shot. And she just so happened not to be working at night. I was like, oh, Lord, that's what tipped me over. I think she tried to kill me. Yeah, but no, that's a running joke we have with her. We always say she's trying to kill us. But yeah, it was cool. But I think that shot that she did bring me, I was drinking like chocolate martinis all night. And she came with a Patron shot. And I was like, woo.
yeah,
I think that's what probably sent me over the edge. Look at Mary.
Yeah, we
had a
had your
wonderful
people
time.
your people chiming in.
Mary, your hangover better? Mary had a hangover. Skip
Mary
had a hangover.
a hangover.
Everybody.
Hangover.
Mary, you see I Keon on you, huh?
Yeah. Well, you're still standing.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
After
Actually, I
leaning.
feel good. I just had a little headache this morning. I wasn't throwing up anything. I wasn't nauseated. It was just I had a headache. I had to shake, but it was cool. I went and get me a big old ass Gatorade and pulled myself together.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good.
That's what's up, Sean. Looking all festive and green over there.
Tis
What's
the
up?
season.
What's
He
up,
got his
dog?
He's
corduroy.
no-
He
he's
got
no
his
longer-
corduroy.
This boy looked like he went shopping in Grady's closet, dude. Shady
He
Grady.
got
What's
his
up, Sean?
corduroy.
Oh,
Sean, what's
I
up,
have a
dog?
corduroy
Corduroy
jacket. It's
gotta
really
say.
cute too. I have a.
Don't that look like Grady's jacket, dog, that he wore on every episode
I
of
was like a
Sanford and
royal
Son?
blooming like that.
I have a.
What's up, dog?
khaki
Man,
one.
don't hate on me because you have absolutely no fashion sense.
You
That's
right.
not-
I
that's not
don't.
my
Straight
fault,
black.
man.
Straight black. I'm good with that. I'm good with it.
Looking like Black Kojak.
I'll be all of that, homie. What's up with you, dog? I don't want to hear all that other Smith. Let's go. What you got?
Man, I'm good, man. I just like you. I've been free a little longer than you, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little bit, maybe about 3 weeks longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a civilian again.
Yeah. That's
What the
what's
hell
up.
y'all done got y'all asses into? What I
Oh,
miss?
nothing. We're talking about coaching.
Work.
We're just talking about
Oh.
coaching and work.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that thing will have you bound.
Work.
Yeah,
Work.
That thing will have you all the way
Yeah,
bound.
so y'all
man.
got free time. How was your trip?
Oh my gosh! Look, check
I
this
never
out.
asked you that.
Look, listen. So y'all, I went on this trip. I went to Cozumel.
Cozumel.
I went to Cozumel in Cancun for. I went to Cozumel, Cancun for Thanksgiving. The solitude, man, of really traveling by yourself is one of those things that you really got to be able to enjoy. And I was, it was a working situation for me, but I got out there, and man, what I don't like, I can't stand helpful people. And it was my fault because I don't travel a whole bunch. So I ended up going, I landed in Cancun, and I didn't do all the necessary things. So for all you travelers that got passports, the necessary thing is make sure you contact your bank, let them know, hey, I'm
That you're
traveling.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing to
They
do.
will lock this
That's
shit
not
up.
what
They
I
will
did
lock it up.
because I forgot. I wasn't
Especially
thinking.
mine so, ooh, they sensitive.
Then also make sure that you let your cell phone people know that you're traveling. I get down here to get to Mexico, man, and you are roaming internationally. It is 10 cents a minute. For every text message is 10 cents.
Hold on.
Then data. I'm like, what?
When I talk to him, he like, say that, I'm going to call you back in 10 seconds.
I'm gonna call you back. And I had to call him on FaceTime, man, because I was on Wi-Fi and it was free. But you know, I got down there, and so instead of me, I'm sorry, people. Instead of me flying into Cozumel, it was gonna cost more. So I flew into Cancun and took the ferry across. So it's an hour drive from the airport to the thing. It was good, everything was great. But this old helpful taxi driver grabbed my luggage and my iPad,
And drop
and he
something.
put it he put it in the trunk of the car.
But he put your luggage on top of your iPad.
I know I had my camera, but he took my dang, and when we got to the spot, he goes back there, he grabs my luggage, gives it to me. I got my camera on my back. I'm thinking that I'm good. I'm going, not even thinking, get on the ferry, cross over. I'm in Cozumel now. Where in the heck
Here's my tab.
is my iPad? I done lost my mind. I'm going crazy looking for my iPad, and they don't speak English over there.
iPad,
Google app.
iPad.
No, they didn't understand it. And then my Google
They
thing
know
wasn't
what
working
damn
because
iPad
the
mean.
Wi-Fi situation. I said, wait a minute. It's an iPad. So I tracked it. The dude left it in his doggone car. And so I could make a decision to pay to go back across on the ferry, pay another $56 for him to bring it back, then pay another $11 across back on the ferry, then pay another $11 when I get ready to leave. I said, you know what? I could do without that iPad for about 3 days. And so I just left it there. I got it. Thank God. But it was fun. It was like 85 degrees. The water was, I'm talking crystal clear. The sand, and we had some beautiful people out there. We had some wonderful people too, but there was a lot of beautiful people. We'll talk about that later. There was some beautiful
We already
people and
know
there
what
was
that's
some
about.
wonderful people. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Follow me.
Future references the next time you travel like that and you're gonna
Yeah,
be
I need to
roaming.
take care of all the other stuff.
No.
What?
No.
What?
You see, you gotta listen. You gotta get WhatsApp.
I got WhatsApp.
That's what you should have been using. You
Well-
can text and all that stuff. You don't get charged for that. It's
Well,
when you use your phone.
I know better now. I know better now.
So make sure you add all of your people on WhatsApp that don't have
Oh, yeah.
WhatsApp, so they can have that. You'll be
gotta
able to
when
text
you
and
know
better,
call
you
and
do better.
FaceTime
Mm,
and stuff.
do
That would
better.
just
But,
be
but,
your
but I've had it.
optional.
I had WhatsApp. I've had it since when I was, traveling before, but it just didn't dawn on me because I
Yeah.
didn't do due diligence because I ended up missing my football game. My last football game that I guys played, I ended up missing it because those people hired me a year ago for the wedding, to go down there and shoot. So it was like, man, I don't want to get sued. So it is what it is. Had a great time. I had some great shots out there. I got a chance to rest a little bit. So all that stuff was good. Man, just want to catch y'all up real quick. I have, since we were here, I think, I didn't had a birthday. Tasha, you had a birthday. But I have found myself in a situation I am reevaluating me. And I think that that's a necessary thing that we do, that you have to constantly reevaluate you. I think the common denominator that the common denominator we have in relationships is always us. And when I finally sat down and really thought about it, I said, I keep dating the exact same person. And the common denominator is always me. And I was trying to figure out what in the world is going on and why is everything continuously failing. And so I decided that I wanted to call a timeout because we talked about injuries, Sean, and we talked about being hurt and talking about being injured. And I had to realize I'm injured. I am seriously injured by, the relationships that I've been in. And you know, when you go out there and try to into the situation, it's like didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Particularly, I mean, it's just, you know, the relationship
Somebody
just
said
sucks.
fly burn.
There been what?
Javaris.
Oh,
Javarius.
oh, fly burn. Yeah.
Fly burn.
Shut up, Fields.
But no, that's what I had to discover, and so I started reading this book, man, called Boundaries, man, and what I've had to do is I've had to reassess what I allow people to have access to.
Send me.
Say
I want to
that.
know so I can read that book. I want to read
Yeah.
that book.
Okay. I would definitely send it to you. They ain't paying me no money, but it's one of those books, man, that makes you think seriously about what it is, and it's a biblically based book, and so it's not one of those things that we're going out here. And Sean, I know me and you had an argument, a theological argument, and so I no longer have walls, sir. I have boundaries. I
good.
have gates. I have walls, but I have gates that are open.
I'm your
The
conscience.
gatekeeper.
Okay.
You got a gatekeeper.
I got a gatekeeper. It's called Smith and Wesson, called Mossberg. Yeah, I got one.
I'm
But
your conscience.
but seriously, and that's what I found, man. And this book, man, Boundaries, man, is an awesome book. I know he ain't. I know, but you know what? The way my piece is set up, homie, you in that green jacket ain't gonna get with me, bro. Not today. Not today.
Hey, you see how that is? How he just sidetracked you just like that, just
bro.
easy.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's where I am, man. That's where I am. Forget you, dog. And I've found out, man, that my conversations. We here for the people, man.
Hey,
We're not
look,
here to be cracking
Sean,
on each other.
Let me tell
Sean
y'all
missed
something.
me,
Let me
dog.
tell
That's what
y'all
it
something
is.
about Sean, y'all. Sean ain't
petty.
shit, y'all. I'm telling
Sean
you.
petty.
Sean ain't shit. Y'all just don't be knowing like Sean is a handful.
This dude ain't gonna stop laughing the whole time. He gonna look at himself and laugh. Yo, funny man. What's up, funny man? What you got?
I'm your conscience.
I know what you're talking about, but no, bro. You ain't finna rip me up like that. No, sir. Because unlike him, I will fire back. Anyway, man, back to our schedule. But anyway, yeah, that's where I was, man. And so, good to know I'm a little more calm, and more easy. I ain't finna let stuff piss me off anymore. I don't care what people think and all that stuff. And so, like even Sean sitting over
Are
here
you
about
okay,
to blow
Sean?
up.
Goddamn.
Sean just happy to be out. Sean happy to
something
be
is
out.
wrong.
Y'all got to
Sean.
understand, Sean been pinned up and now he can't even breathe.
Look,
You
you
okay?
okay? God damn. Look, he even broke a sweat.
You okay,
Look,
dog?
look, his forehead just glistening. Over here about to goddamn die.
Don't you do
He
it on
breathing.
Don't you do
He
it
over
on
here
this
for to
show.
grab something. What you got, an asthma pump?
Yeah, his asthma, but he can't even pull it out. Look,
He
he's
can't even do it. You
Look,
done
look
been
at
done
him.
passed
Oh my
out.
God,
He
camera!
acting-
Please
Yes,
show this.
Catch him. Look,
Oh my
listen,
God.
listen. That's a damn shame. I told him about to die. Over here
That's
about to
what
die.
you get. Oh my God. Are you okay, dog?
I'm good now, man.
That
Okay.
was
You okay?
I'm straight.
He couldn't
You saw
damn
Jesus,
breathe.
didn't you? I know you
before I-
did. I know you
Yeah,
did.
he said he just.
You beheld his face.
That's a
Anyway,
damn
okay.
shame.
So,
I told y'all Sean ain't shit,
I
man.
told
They
you,
be,
man.
and they just be like, oh yeah, Brother Wilburn, blah blah blah. Hey, he ain't shit, y'all. For real.
listen.
This is what we put up with.
Oh, all the time. So, y'all, tonight we're going to talk about choices and decisions. And so, Sean, now that you got your breath, could you please eloquently define the difference, if there is
What is
one,
it,
between?
You know what? Okay. You sure
Sean,
right.
come on, dog. What is the difference, man, between choices and decisions?
All right, so choices and decisions. Here's the thing, okay? I'm going to say the definition, and then I'm going to give you a picture. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, so the definition. A choice is something that it's not just something you do, but it's something you've actually studied. You have gathered information,
Okay.
and then you have made, a particular step.
Okay.
A decision is in a moment. It's just, okay?
Split decisions.
Split decisions.
Got you. Okay.
So ask a very happily married man about his wife, and most times he's going to say, it's the best choice I ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Ask a very unhappily married man the same question. He's going to say, man, the worst decision I ever made, don't do it wrong.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Because when he made the decision, he made it from emotion, and it was in a moment. It was an impulse.
Yeah.
Well, when with men, if you understand us, we love cerebrally.
Right.
We love with our heads,
Right.
the one above our neck, the one below our waist. So with that being said, it becomes a clear-cut choice for the mature man if he's handling his business right.
Okay. Mature man or mature woman.
Or mature
even,
woman. I won't just make it a gender
Yeah,
thing.
make sure it's there. So I got into a conversation with y'all. I've been seriously getting into deep conversations. I got into a conversation with somebody that was dealing, and we were talking about, and I really want to hear this. Interracial relationships and dating. For some I don't know, God only known reason, this young lady said that, I ain't gonna put a name out there, but she said that a non-black woman, I'm sorry, would not be able to harness the power of a black man. And I said, where did that come from? She was saying that white women don't know how to be anything but submissive to a black man. And I'm like, what made you come up with, what fixed you on making that? Why did you say that? Yeah, that's exactly how I was looking. Like, what do you mean? And so she had to backtrack it, and I said, well, what is it that we can't be controlled? Is that the goal in relationships? So I guess when we're looking at this, probably it's not decision, but what is the relationship goal at the end of it? If you're looking at an interracial relationship, what is the goal? Or what does she mean by that? I just want to hear what y'all think.
I don't know.
I don't know what she was getting at. She's swinging from different branches.
Well, I don't want to say nothing about no swinging from branches, but
Because I know I have a couple of friends that's white. One of them, she's dating a black guy. She just white on her skin color.
yeah, I got you.
She will rip a nigga like a black woman would rip a nigga.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just feel like, and then also I've had this conversation even on set with some of my castmates. We're all mixed, white, black, all of us, and we've had conversations where we would compare dating wise and how it even comes to a point to where it had a white chick said, I don't know why men say, or black men, should I say, she said, I don't know why black men say that they like white women better because of the submissiveness. She said, I will get your ass just like a black woman would. So I don't look at me as being a pushover.
I think too, it kind of, and this is just from my observation on the other end of the spectrum, I think it really deals with the type of men you're talking about too. Because at the end of the day, if it's a real man, you ain't got to do all that.
right.
I mean,
Or you just like what you like, and it is what it is.
right.
Right.
With narcissists, with a more narcissistic type of male, he's going to look for a particular type of female, no matter what race she is. It just so happens to be that most of them are of a different race. Not because...
Good observation.
You get what I'm saying? Not because there are no submissive black women out there, but just because he may come across what she may have been saying. So let me try this. She may have been saying that because she's not in the struggle with black men. The way I love on my son, exactly, it's different than the way I look at my ex-husband's girlfriend. The way she loves on her son. She loves on her son, sweet, nice, and everything. But for me, I ask other questions. I come with a little bit tough. Like last night, for example, I don't know where this 72-year-old person came from. Out of my head and out of my mouth. But as he's supposed to be doing his homework, I said, and I bet not hear no noise. All I want to hear is pencil to paper. I have no idea who's ever said that to me. But it could have been Miss Swenson. But when I'm talking to Alex that way, that's not the way that he's getting it at his dad's house with her. It's a consistent, Alex, are you doing your work? Okay, I need to get your dad involved. Well, that's not our story. So for me, I come off a little bit more aggressive when it comes to that type of Does that make sense? What are you laughing
That's
at?
because that's your child and not hers.
Right.
But and what
So
I'm
she has boundaries. Again, she knows that
Exactly.
could cause a problem. But if it's her own child, I'm sure she's that way with her own child.
She's not. But this is one of the things that our parenting styles are different. She doesn't see the need to do that. She's always said, I'm getting your dad involved, whether it was with my ex-husband or her ex-husband. Does that make sense? Like, that was, for me, I'm going to be involved and your daddy going to be involved. Like, I'm not going to wait for daddy to get home. I'm on it right now. And when he get here, he going to be on it too. That was always the setup for me. So the only thing I can think of is that maybe they're talking about not experiencing the struggle, and that because she may not understand the struggle that a lot of black men go through, she may come off a little bit more quiet on that particular issue because she does not know, she knows that she may not have the proper history or support to actually, the context to actually, now I'm not saying that's what happens, but I am saying that I could see that being an observation as to why whoever told you that would say that.
Well, I thought all of it was foolish. I really did. I think that nothing beats a conversation. You ain't got to be in my struggle for you to be able to come and deal
Support
with me.
me.
You
Yeah.
communicate
You
to
don't. It's a
understand.
communication. I tell you exactly what it is that I need. I need you to be able to facilitate that need. I don't need you to go and do all this other stuff. You don't have to be done walked through and dealt and went and done it. I don't need you. That's not important to me. To me, it's a conversation, and we need. Oh my gosh!
And that may be the other part of that observation, that because she does not know, all she can give is a conversation. Whereas if you have someone who's been through something with you, they give a little bit more insight. They give a little bit, maybe sometimes too much. It's that unsolicited advice that can happen when you're in those situations, because I know you so well. I'm so comfortable in this situation. I do have more history and I do have more context. So it just it depends. But it goes with that whole, the one thing you said. I think when we say what we need, that's not for you to interpret on your own and retranslate that to what you think I need. That's for you to be mature enough in, let me just give you what you need. And if that's not what you need, then maybe we can come back to the table, which also causes more communication to have to happen. Right. You get what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily that they are more submissive. They're more submissive in a sense they don't know what else to do. Whereas we think we know what else, not just we, but people who've gone through that struggle with you think they know what else to do.
Yeah.
I was watching a movie last night, and it was about these two best friends.
You're right about that.
It was about these two best friends, and it was male and female best friends for a long time. But the whole point of it was the ex-wife was thinking she knew what her husband needed. And because she's competing against the best friend, she can't even hear what her husband says he needs. Versus what the husband is trying to give her exactly what she needs. Here's where the issue comes in. The best friend simply just goes with that familiar place. Boy, clean up this, pick up these clothes, and do this and do that. Where it's like a big cloud of confusion. You have some people trying to live out their fantasy relationship. And when you're doing that, you're not going to be present in your current relationship because you're not in the real. And then you have other people who are unfamiliar, and they come in and it looks like they're just being nicer and sweeter, but they have no ground to stand on to do that. So it's just, I don't know. I don't feel like it's just that a black woman. I don't think any woman wants to allow.
Listen, who? Come on,
Daphne.
Shields.
I don't believe that any black. I don't think that any woman really wants to allow BS from a man.
I've been. It's but. You know, so she says that they know a black woman won't allow his BS. I don't.
There are some that do that.
But and those are the ones, they got a brand new name. Oh, that's why you single, because you're walking around. And as a black man, I can speak as an authority figure on being an African American. I cannot stay. I got one mama. You understand? And so that comment there, Ms. Shields, I hope I'm taking it completely out of context. I hope that I am, and that you can fix it. If you want to call in, the number is 936-5 936-585-4627, 936-585-4627. I hope that I'm taking that out of context, but when you're saying that they won't allow that bull, I ain't gonna roll with that one because I got one mama. And I will not have the lady that I am married to, that I am dating. You come in here and you're trying to handle me a certain way. That's not going to happen.
And that's not true. We all handle some kind of bullshit.
Well,
so that's
right.
just to be honest. Like,
Right. I'm not going to. Yeah,
on-
that's that
am I
part.
lying?
That's
That's
not
a
gonna work.
choice.
Yeah,
And that's a decision. That's
Yeah.
a choice you make.
Yeah. So that one, I got it. But it's communication though, man. I think there's nothing you can't beat that dang communication piece. And so when you have that, I think there's more of a willingness to be able to do that, to even speak to that point. It seems like they might be more interested in hearing about the struggle. Or I've never been a woman. I can't speak as an authority figure on the struggles that y'all have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. I can't do that. So there's a level of empathy that I have to bring, that I bring to a conversation when I'm listening to the struggles that women have to deal with, particularly the woman I'm dating, or if I'm married, which I'm not, any of that. But I come there and I want to listen and I want to be able to learn and not, come in there as an authority figure like I know everything. I can't stand when you're dealing with somebody who is always right. I can't. You don't want to deal with that.
That's a narcissist, most definitely.
What?
A narcissist
Person who thinks they're always right.
think they're right.
Well,
Or never takes
They never
accountability.
take accountability. You're
Or
always
never,
the
it's
problem.
always you. It's always redirected. But
shit, that's been a woman that I've dated that woman because every time it's always been on me, every single day. And
what
I'm
is
okay
on
with
you
that.
though?
Again.
But what's on you?
Every failed part of the relationship. The reason the relationship didn't work. It's not funny. The big
I
ass
didn't mean to
eyelashes
laugh.
on your shirt.
I am sorry.
Shit
I am
ain't
not.
funny. Like,
I was
it's
not trying to
and I'm sorry for
dig. It's
cussing.
just the way
but,
you said it. Like you came
but all
at
of it
me.
has always been my fault, man. And I'm not gonna make
came
this.
at me kind of sharp. I was
Whatever.
just-
I'm not
caught
gonna
me
make
off
this
guard.
my.
I'm your
that was
conscience.
Yeah, like my bad. I apologize.
Sean, I'm that little flag hanging out your damn jacket, bro. You need to shut up.
It's just, did y'all hear that? It's just the way you snap back. It was
Whatever.
snap back.
Said it
But
with his
at
chest.
any rate,
I'm
okay.
your conscience.
All of the failing part of the relationship. Oh.
Okay, again, all right,
But
Miss Shields.
let's
You know
go-
what?
I
Hold on,
wanna-
wait. I can't do it.
Okay.
Miss Shields, you about to catch it. I'm telling you, I've been set free, so we know our worth. Okay, so you don't think an African American man knows his worth either? So and here we go. So you're walking around here, you're championing the cause of the woman. You're holding up the blood, talking about struggle. Like you're not the African American women are not the only ones that have been through the struggle. They have not been.
Okay. That's not, here's the other side of
He
that.
said all women are crazy.
Here's
I agree with that. I'm gonna go to
a
that.
little bit. We all got something crazy in us. The other side of that is
Call in.
knowing your worth. Knowing your worth also comes with that statement he made earlier, boundaries. I have had to have that conversation, and it's like I feel like this is what 40 is looking like because that's what I'm going to hit in a few months. And I feel like 40 looks like, for myself, I heard myself cheer myself on. Like, yeah, that ain't what you want. That's not how, that doesn't make you feel good. Say it now. So it's not something that's going on, ongoing. I'm going to be upfront and honest about this. Don't do that. And when you see me working as hard as I've worked, how dare you step back into this space? Boundaries. But that's what setting your boundaries. For me, all the work I've done, no one's going to come and take me out of my boundaries.
By 40, you know your boundaries. That's what you experience.
Yeah.
And it feels so good.
Your I don't give a damn button gets about as big as this table.
Yeah.
Let me
And
tell
you
you,
and you
I
and you
didn't
don't
even
press
know.
it.
You don't-
You don't press. You jump on that song.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it, but
Right.
not
It
even
is what
just
it is.
that, but I didn't even know it because it's more of, it's not about the other person. That was the other lesson. Like, that was me. That was me allowing something to happen ongoing, and not saying, hey, no, that don't work for me. And with that, you have to, that's what I learned. That's me. I'm the only one fighting for me. I'm standing up for me. That's who I am. There's nothing against you. It's not your fault. You're not a bad person. That ain't for me. That's not going to work for me. I know that. I must say that before I start resenting you for not realizing that that's not going to work for me. Because that's really what we do. We get in these situations. We like, I do this for you. you ain't gonna do this for me. How are they supposed to know what they're supposed to be doing for you? And then until you say
You got to communicate.
no, and that's what that looks like. That looks like, hey, look, this and that. No, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
But it's But again,
But
I
that's
think it's
communicating.
communication because my boy Hodge, I don't think he's probably watching right now, but he put on there on his Facebook post one time. He said that I am an empath. I am not telepathic. So whatever it is that you need from me, you better tell me, or you're gonna go without. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of times the communication piece does not. We don't communicate very effectively. I think oftentimes we come into a relationship and expect the other person to know how to handle us, how to treat us, and things like that, and we end up failing. We end up feeling like we are going without, like we're missing. Well, you need to learn how to open up your mouth. And as soon as you open up your mouth, and then if it's not happening. But not only open your mouth, but communicating it in a way that they will be able to understand and be able to receive it.
Yeah, I live in black and white, so my communication will always be that. I don't do gray. I do black and white. What were you gonna say about crazy women?
Yeah.
Yeah, to clear his throat.
So in dealing with choices and decisions,
Crazy.
okay? Dealing with choices and decisions. I won't give you the long drawn out story, but that was a lady that I was having dinner one night, and an older lady was sitting there. Matter of fact, she taught at your old high school, and we got into a conversation, and she asked me why I was single, and I told her I
Miss
hadn't-
Jackson.
Yeah, I hadn't found the right one. And she said, she started laughing. She said, baby, let me tell you something. Just like all of y'all stupid, all women are crazy. You just got to find the right brand of crazy you can't live without. Watch this, and make her your wife. So, I mean, it's about a choice.
And we are. I mean, here's the thing, Tasha. There's a button that somebody can push that can bring out your crazy.
Oh yeah.
And we all have it. Not everyone
But
has
it's just-
access to that button.
I think that that was just a person that was just a toxic person I wasn't supposed to be dealing with anyway.
yeah.
But that was the only person that can make me. Ooh,
Why? Why?
I don't know. He was, well, number one, he is a narcissist. Number two, he was arrogant.
Hold on, time out. Before you go further, can you explain what a narcissist is for the wild viewers that don't know? I mean, I don't want to assume that they do.
Well, a narcissist, for those of you that don't know, is a person that, like we was just saying, they don't think they're doing anything wrong. They could be selfish, disrespectful. Everything is your fault. If it's something that they did, they will find a way to blame you
yours.
for
Yeah.
what they did. That's your fault. Like, for instance, you cheated on me. Well, if you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Or I asked
Yeah.
you to do this, but you didn't. Well, if you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
they're very arrogant. It's just they'll tear you down.
And only they can build you up. That's the other side of it.
That-
Like,
that's,
Shit.
honest
they
God
will
truth,
love
only-
bomb
No
you.
shit.
well,
No,
I'm just
that's
saying
horseshit.
that's what they do.
Nope.
I was married
and
to
love
one.
bombing for a woman
They'll love
Yeah.
bomb
looks
you.
different than it does for a man.
Yeah.
Right. They'll love bomb you, and when I say love bomb you,
Yeah.
they will
Seduce you for a
throw
minute.
you. They will throw you that line, and they'll
Yeah.
make everything that you'll feel so lovely and so good, and then boom, they drop your ass, and
Oh.
then they'll
Really?
see, like, if you decide to start backing away, then they'll throw the line back out and reel you back in, and they'll love you again, and
Yeah.
they
Wow.
give you everything that you've been complaining about. Because mind you, they listen.
Oh
They
yeah.
know
Wow.
exactly what
they
you
plan
want,
their
what you
move.
need, and
Yeah.
you know,
Wow.
and they'll drop your ass again.
Okay.
And they're
I'm
some
sorry,
of the
I'm
hardest
sorry for
people.
interrupting you. Go ahead. What else you got? Wow.
Well, shit, I think that's all I got.
Okay.
And I feel like when we're dealing with these types of people, empaths. And here's the thing: I don't really think anybody wants to be called the narcissist. That's just gonna be the honest statement. So everyone is not an empath, and everyone is not the narcissist. there may be a little bit of narcissistic attitude or activity or quality inside of everyone, as much as there is a little bit of empath inside of everyone. So before y'all start breaking yourself and dividing yourselves, there are parts of you, because life experience, you would pick up on how to protect yourself. And when I deal with narcissists, I have more of a wall up. I become more masculine in how I deal with things. I become more combative. I stand taller. I'm louder. I'm more aggressive.
When what now?
When I feel like I'm dealing with someone that's that's treating me in a
okay.
sense where, because I've been in that situation. And so for me, I've learned to protect myself from them by almost challenging them, calling them out, not following the total empath role.
Yeah, that's not cool. Not as a woman. It's not cool.
It's not cool, but that becomes what you do when you have been experiencing that. It's just like when a person's getting beat all the time. Eventually, Tina Turner, what happened?
She fought back.
She fought back, and eventually you pick up that sense of strength, because that's what you know to do for this person or this type of person. Now, there are also moments where I'm trying to stop this phone call. There are also these moments where you become more sensitive and more aware. And I feel like even for me, throughout 2019 has been such a toe-to-toe with me, emotionally, relationship-wise, friendship-wise. Man, my boundaries, I've gotten that thing nailed down that I'm so damn proud of me. I'm telling you, I woke up one day, I went, oh, that was it? Shit, we could do this. We could do this forever.
Mary Citizen?
Very citizen.
Yeah, she said narcissist symptoms include excessive need for
Admiration.
admiration, disregard for others' feelings, and an inability to handle any criticism and a sense of entitlement. Absolutely,
Exactly.
you nailed that shit on.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. That's
But I
crazy.
feel like after it's like our zodiacs, and that's what I was saying. Do you understand what I'm saying, Sean? Like you're gonna be a lot of these things that you keep coming across, because that's what you're gonna pick up on, and you become these things because experience teaches you how to utilize it.
I think a lot of that though is a choice, man. I think that it's a choice.
And it is a
I
choice.
believe I was a sociology major, so I believe that the surroundings that you choose to continue to remain in,
Yeah.
can affect how you end up growing up. It's amazing how you can have somebody who grows up in some extenuating circumstances, but still are able to make a choice or make a decision, whichever one it is, Sean, and arise above that. And they cannot use that as an excuse because that's how I was raised. To me, that's a closed mindset instead of a
It's a
growth
cop-out.
mindset. And it's a cop-out. I think that it is that. That's just what I do. That's just me. That's a closed mindset. And oftentimes, though, you find that when you're in a relationship, those people end up being the narcissist to me, what I believe it is. And so you have to go head over heels to try to get them to change. Oh, that's just who I am. Well, you know what? You're going to be by your damn self.
That's a person fixed in their ways. I can't.
I was about to say that. I think a lot of times too.
We have a caller.
We have a
And
caller.
I agree with you, Loretta. 2019 was the Great Awakening.
Caller, talk to us.
Hey, what's going on, Sean? How you doing?
What's going on, man?
Not much. I'm going back to what you said about the crazy, and I don't know if this makes sense or if this is a definitive way of saying this, but there's a difference between crazy toxic and crazy wanting to learn. And my wife knows that I call every woman crazy, including her, including my mom. But the difference is, as you mature, yeah, you're crazy, but you're maturing at the same time, and you made a choice to mature with that other crazy person that's willing to deal with you, and you willing to deal with them. And as y'all mature with each other, yeah, you still call each other crazy, but there's a crazy positiveness with it. There's a crazy love with it. It's not. There's nothing toxic about it. This person knows that, hey, he's crazy, but she knows that I love her. She knows that I'm going to take care of her, and she knows that there's nothing that I'm going to do in a meaningful way that's going to be, I'm trying to hurt her. It can't be toxic. It can be crazy in love, you can call it, or just crazy and maturing at the same time. That's all.
That's
Good.
nice.
Appreciate
Good
it.
word.
Thank
Good
you.
word.
Appreciate you, Donald.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah, man. I think I think it's cop outs, man. I think sometimes when people get into situations they can't handle, they just revert back to their cop outs.
It comes down to this. I mean, I think a lot of times, especially when we're talking about people with narcissistic personalities, because they have such a grandiose sense of self, that there is never a propensity to deal with baggage
Right.
and luggage.
Yeah.
And so there are a lot of things that they haven't unpacked.
Right.
And if you heard me talk about it before, the difference between the two, baggage and luggage. Everybody has baggage. We're all travelers going through this life. So we all pick up baggage.
Right.
But the difference between the person that is functional and the person that's dysfunctional is your willingness to unpack it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? When you don't want to unpack it, it becomes dysfunction. And then you expect somebody to tote it with you. That's why it
Right.
becomes luggage.
Right, and so that goes along to this book that I'm reading. And they talking about where I think a lot of people take out of context when the Bible talks about helping somebody carry their load, bear their load, or whatever. The difference between loads and their burdens. Burdens are like boulders. A load is like your backpack. You start having problems when you want somebody to carry your backpack. No, you can carry your own damn backpack. But when you have these boulders in your life, these hard things that you really can't handle, that's when you should be able to step in and help somebody. But here's the problem. A lot of people don't want they don't want to expose those burdens to other folks. And so that's when they find themselves in bad situations.
That comes again with choices now.
Exactly.
Because
Still
now,
choices.
once again, here in maturity, you begin to understand that there is not one perfect person.
That's right.
And so what happens now is when you get with that person and you realize the burdens that they are carrying, the mature thing is, can I help them?
Javarius.
Do you want to?
Do you want to help them?
Javarius says, I've been called narcissistic and I stay putting people before me. Here's the thing. Here's the other side of that. So here's where the scary part comes in when you start growing. So one of my things with my therapy this year has been setting my boundaries, growing, and having to stand my ground as to why. And not necessarily meaning that I have to defend it and say to you, I just stand my ground. Like, you don't have to, you could text me all day and say why. I don't have to respond. That's my boundary. When you're healing also, you're going to look narcissistic to people who are not used to you acting a certain way because you start taking care of yourself. And because you know how to put those boundaries up, you're going to look. You're going to look. Because you look different, because other people are not coming with you along with the change, you're going to look mean. You're going to look narcissistic. You say you look like a cool pastor.
Oh.
But
Okay.
Praise the
but
Lord.
I need you to
okay, because that's
Spell
how
my
he
name
started off.
stub a name out.
But when
Spell my name right.
but what do y'all think
Thank
of that?
you.
Like, I truly believe that as you evolve, we say it sounds different when we say you can't take everybody with you. You can't do this, new levels.
Well, my
What-
boy Javaris, I know that's my homeboy from work. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you this: you're not a narcissist. You just speak your mind, and he is Keon on crack.
But what I'm saying is when people
Is he younger than me?
He's younger than you.
Okay,
He's
well
a
that's
history
why
teacher as well.
I've learned to kind of subdue my stuff. I
Right.
could just look at you and just say, "No, you ain't." Yeah,
He
but-
coming to the teacher's lounge, man, and setting it off
Oh,
every
yeah?
day. Even when he used to come in there last year,
Now he don't go in
he
there
don't go in there no more.
because he's getting a little bit older. He's getting a little bit older. He's starting to understand. Everybody, hey Javaris, everybody can't handle 100% proof of this, bro. I'm telling you, that's just what it is.
and that's what I'm saying. You're gonna look different, and it's gonna look different to different people. Like for me, I went through that with some of my closest friends. I've had to deal with a whole, because you're dating such and such, I never see you anymore. That's not what happened. Boo. What had happened was I moved to the other side of Houston, and gas went up. And me coming out there is not conducive with my schedule and with my lifestyle. It has nothing to do with such and such.
Yeah.
But that's not how people see it.
It is because I'm dating such and such. You ain't seen me. I'm
Yeah.
booed
But
up.
isn't that
I'm
because isn't
booed
that
up.
the point? That was the other side of it.
What
The
you
other
mean?
side of the conversation was, isn't that the point? I thought that's what we were doing. I thought we were dating so that we could connect with someone, so that we didn't have to hang out as much. But like I said, when you do that, thank you, Loretta, it's new levels, new devils. When you do that, people are not going to see the same because you are not bringing them. They are not on the same path as you.
You're growing, they might be stagnant.
Keon,
What up?
man rule.
Okay.
If my homeboy called me right now, hey dog, what you up to? Hey man, I'm on the phone. Oh, go on handle your business, dog.
Exactly. Off
That's
the
how they go.
phone right now.
That's how they go.
That's not how it always. And for me, that's how it is for me. I don't really care. I mean, because to me, like I said, that's what all this was about. Why did you think I was dating? Why did you think we were doing this? I thought that's what we talked about, getting married, husbands, and all this. So why are you upset?
But that's not what we talk about as guys. We
I'm
don't
talking
talk-
about. This is about a
Yeah.
female.
Oh yeah. Okay. Tasha.
So-
Okay, go. I'm
What
sorry.
up?
Go. Go, Shy. I'm sorry.
No, I'm done. Go ahead, Tasha.
Tasha. So, a question came into my inbox.
That's right, Javaris.
Javaris.
That's it right there. That's what I'm taking into 2020.
Well, Javaris again. Everybody can't handle 100% poop, bruh.
Make it make sense.
It's not going.
If that shit is not clear, it is not worth it,
It's
and
not-
it is not. It's not for everybody.
No. All right, Tasha. I think you're gonna give my viewer a good, because I saw she popped on here. She asked the question: why is it that a man would choose choices and decisions? Why is it that a man would choose to continue dealing with a married woman versus being in a relationship with a single woman who has all of her stuff together? She's working, she's got her own house, car, job, all that, blah, 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 and taking care of her kids. Why would the man continue to decide to choose to
Tasha, are
stay
you
with
recovering?
I'm listening to him.
to stay with the married woman, to stay dealing with the married?
Because his toes look like this.
Shut up, Sean.
That's why his
come on,
toes
what you
look
got?
just like this.
Tasha's
Less
our resident.
responsibility, and he's not ready
That's
to settle
right.
down.
Duh. Look.
I mean, I think so, but Sean, what you think?
His toes look just like this.
I think it's
No,
because
it's
he
less.
don't want
It's
all that.
less. It's less responsibility, and he may not be ready to settle down. She has a husband. She have to go home too, so he can fucking duck her.
It's
Yeah.
no responsibility.
I like that.
At all.
And he don't have to. He's the husband is already handling everything that she needs because that's her husband. He's supposed to, but she, maybe it's some things that she's lacking, but she's not. He's not ready. It's easier for him. He can come and go as he want. He can sleep with other women if he want to. He don't have to hear the BS from her because you got a husband. How you better not even come at me sideways about that. And it is what it is. He don't have to take care of her. He can just knock her off.
Yeah.
Max just said
That's not her business.
that's none of her business.
I mean,
Well,
Steph, you're
no,
right.
because she wants to. The single lady wants to be with the guy.
He don't want to be with her.
Right.
No.
Don't want to be with her. And I gave her a different. I
Oh,
don't
but
know.
the guy. So it's like it's a triangle.
They mess. They kind of dilly daddle
Oh.
here and there.
I don't
but
want
the
to be with
guy-
nobody that don't want to be with me.
That's right. God damn it.
Right.
And if you
Fuck
can't
you.
choose me, I'm making a split decision to not choose you.
So I got a message for all of you independent women out there. Beyonce, was it Webby, Boosie, whoever it is, got the whole they're spelling it, gave us a spelling bee. Talking about all my independent women. Listen, a man is not going to abide in a place that he is not needed. Operative word of man. He is not going to abide. He ain't going to stay in a place that he's not needed. And so, ladies, when you're coming along and you're a champion, again, this cause saying that I'm an independent woman, I don't need this, I got that, that man ain't needed.
You
That
putting
man
out
ain't
the
going to
wrong
be
energy.
there.
You putting
He's
out
not going to
masculine
stay
energy.
there. He is not going to stay. And so I told her, with you coming at him, telling him that you got all this stuff and he don't have to do, that man ain't going to stay there. He has no reason to stay around because he ain't got nothing to do.
Is he a man?
I don't know. I said a man. I don't know what this person is.
I don't
but
think
I'm
a
talking
man
about
will
a
put
man.
himself in that
That's what
situation.
I'm saying.
he's not.
Is
From
that
jump.
a man?
I mean, because at the end of the day, most men don't want to connect with the woman that has masculine energy, and that's what that
Right.
sounds like.
Right.
So you have to be very careful. I mean, especially in today's culture, of that whole, I'm independent. I'm this.
Some men like that type of drama.
And watch this, the wrong type of men most times like that. So for a man, our list doesn't look like y'all's.
No.
We don't care about all that.
I can
Be
care
fine,
less.
don't get on my nerves. I mean, I know that sound real, but that's pretty much what it is.
And Sean, as we get a little older, it gets a little deeper than that.
It does get a little deeper.
How do I feel when I'm with you?
That's true. I've used this example before. I like cologne.
Okay.
When I was younger, I found out that just because it smelled good in the bottle
Don't smell good on you.
don't mean it smelled good on me, because
Biochemistry.
my chemistry may not mix with
That's
yours.
right.
Right.
And so you got to figure out what chemistry mixes with your chemistry and be able to flow with it.
Right.
It's not just about being fine. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
right. I get it.
But I mean, at this age, we know what we fit. We know what we mix with.
Right.
I know what I can handle. I know what I can't handle.
Right.
So at the end of the day, the list that y'all have, y'all try to make y'all's list look like ours. Will make our list look like y'all's.
Hey,
And-
man, quit pointing at me, bro. You saying y'all? I ain't them, bro. I'm you. We alike, bro. Don't point at them. Golly,
Y'all trying to make.
Hey,
Okay.
hey,
As I was saying,
My bad.
Chump, y'all trying to make the list look like y'all's list, and
Yeah.
it doesn't. It's real simple.
Yeah.
You're independent. That's a plus. That's not a requirement for us.
Right. Yeah. That's it.
okay.
And you okay with it?
I'm telling you, right?
Tasha, you okay with it?
That's fine. I don't give nobody no
Yeah.
bullshit, whatever. Fuck.
I
If I don't like it, next.
Tasha, you still
No,
you okay?
I'm good.
Okay, because usually you'd be arguing with me from that point, but
I
by
just
the time we on the
I've
same
my
page.
fucking switch is on.
Oh, is it?
My fucking switch been on.
See what happens when you turn 36? You start turning getting these years, man. Start getting
Closer to
behind
40.
you. Yeah, them years start getting up there, getting there on you. But yeah, and that's what I told her. I think ladies need to be very cognizant of the language that they're using when they're talking to men and going out there.
Or the
and
things we're willing to give up just for that, because that's a thing for us that happens. We
I'm gonna say something what she do.
we're willing to give up a lot of something, thinking we're compromising, but we're not thinking we're compromising to gain. We're actually compromising ourselves. We're compromising what it is that we want.
Here's another thing. Once again, don't make how we treat y'all how y'all would treat us. At the end of the day, a woman will sometimes entertain a man that she may not be interested in just to kind of see where it goes. Y'all will do that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that. If we don't like you,
But that's what. Hey,
Well,
Hey,
hey,
who we're speaking with?
This is Max.
Hey, Max.
Calling in.
Max.
Hey.
Oh,
How
Steph,
y'all
what's
doing?
going on?
Warm greetings, beloved blessings.
okay,
Mhm.
that's my homegirl.
So
What's up?
I was calling in about the needy statement. So you mean to tell me that a woman has to be needy? So she has to be on this Cindy Brady strawberry shortcake, damsel in distress. I can't do anything for myself for a man to feel
Go ahead.
some kind of way or feel in control or feel like he's, protecting her. I mean, like, what is it? Because if I don't need a man to pay my bills, if I don't need a man to, hey, fix a tire or change a tire, if I don't need a man to get an oil change, if I don't need a man for all of that, but I do, okay, I want an emotional connection. I want intimacy. I want passion. I want to go on a damn picnic. So why do I have to be needy and damn near in distress for a man to say, okay, you know what? I just want to take her. It's almost like Beauty and the Beast. Hell, I can be a beast too, but I don't want to be a beast if my emotional need and, that companionship is secure. So I'm going to need y'all to help me with it.
I think you heard something you wanted to hear and not necessarily what was said.
Who is that?
This is Sean.
Oh, don't worry. I'm next. Don't worry. I'm coming up next. Don't even worry about it.
No one is wanting a pushover or a doormat. We don't want that. That's not what we want. But we don't want World War III every day when we come home either. Right. There's a fine balance.
Okay.
And I think, and I'm going to say this, and I may piss a lot of y'all off when I say it, I think there is a very bad connotation in our culture that we have. You have never heard a white woman say, I'm a strong white woman. No. You never heard a Hispanic woman say, I'm a strong Hispanic woman. But only in our culture do you have to be a strong black woman. There's no reason for you to have to be strong. That's my job. Right. Let me do that. Just be a woman.
But hold on.
Hold on. You asked me a question. There you go. This is what we're talking about right here.
There we go.
We try to tell you. Just listen. All right? So, and I didn't mean that in an abrasive way. This is my homegirl. I can kind of talk to her crazy.
Don't worry about it. I'm next.
But
she ain't mine.
But
not yet.
Nonetheless.
I think that way. But what I'm saying is, I think that it gets twisted when we're challenged. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be Mary Poppins and all of that, but don't challenge me. Don't try to punk me.
We're not trying to punk you.
Because I was raised in a household with a very strong father.
You can't put us in the same box with old boy either.
That's not how you're supposed to treat me. That's just not how this is going to work. You see what I'm saying?
If he's trying to punk you, he ain't the right man.
Because if a man feels inferior in another area, or he feels inadequate, or he's dealing with his own delinquencies and idiosyncrasies and all that stuff, that's not my fault. Now we can work on them together. But at the end of the day, don't punk me.
No, you can't. You cannot work on those things together. He's going to have to handle that stuff on his own. Now it's my turn. Now, ma'am, when you're my turn. So when you're having a conversation with the man, and the first thing that you lead off with is I do all this here by myself. Let me reference the lady that a lot of you all I'm looking for my Boaz man. Let me reference Ruth for you. Hold on, listen to me. So Ruth, what was Ruth doing? Ruth was out there working. She was out there working. Boaz didn't have to say, oh, there's a strong woman that's out there working, doing all that. That man noticed her while she was about her business.
She was also guided by an older woman.
I understand that did some manipulation. I get it. But she didn't come along here and say all this stuff that she was doing. He was able to see that. Oh, I see that you're able to take care of all these things and all this stuff like that. I'm able to see that. I don't need you to be telling me that. See that little member that's there in y'all mouth? Y'all sit there and y'all can cut between the bone and the marrow. Y'all can't do that because it's simple. Because you don't, number one, y'all don't listen very well. 2 ears. You're supposed to listen twice as much as you speak. You know, and I'm not trying to make you a child or anything like that, but I'm telling you right now, y'all talk yourself.
I don't know why you feeling like that. Go.
You tell me how you really feel.
The more that you all talk, the more that I understand that women don't have a clue about men. You don't have a clue. The stuff that you think that's building us up, it's really tearing some of them down. It really is. Listen first, boo. Okay? Okay, thank you, sunshine. Thank you. Okay.
That's what you want to hear.
No, that ain't what I want to hear. We can talk about that later.
Oh.
We talk about that later.
Steph, for calling in, sweetheart.
Oh my God, miss me without.
Thank you.
Hey, seriously, thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. We really do. I'm a strong Hispanic woman. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's why. You finna have a brand new name. Oh, that's why.
Somebody put that.
Over here on mine. I'm a strong Hispanic woman. Oh, that's why. That's why you single. That's why you single. Ain't nobody asked you to be strong. I'm sorry. I like you, I guess, but don't.
Oh God.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That took me out.
Okay, I'm
We're
good.
running
now.
out of time, y'all.
I'm good. So what we doing? Round the horn. What we doing? I'm sorry. Y'all, we got to go.
As much hell as I didn't raise tonight. Y'all can meet me at House of the Lord.
Go get redeemed.
At 8611 Daffodil Street every Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. Although this Sunday, I'm thinking I'm probably going to take me a vacation Sunday, but that's a whole other story. But any other Sunday, come on by and we'd love to have you. All right?
Well, you can catch me chilling right now. But I have a couple films that's getting ready to come out. Stay tuned for that. I'll let you guys know once I get everything. I mean, I could put it out there, but I just kind of try to wait or whatever. I've been putting in a lot of work. But it's cool, but I'm going to chill for the holidays and then get back to work.
Okay.
I am. 'Tis the season. I'm kind of jolly. But right now, you can check me out on My Skin Chick but on Instagram, so that you can follow my business. I do lashes and facials and all that fun stuff. In case you didn't know.
They never
Do
did
you do
mine.
men's facials for beards?
Yeah.
I'm about to come see you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I want to send a shout out really to all our new listeners, those people that listen to us for the first time, y'all. We're gonna get back onto back to a consistency with us doing shows. We had a little hiccup here in the fall with everything that we had going on and getting some adjustments. Right now, y'all, I'm just chilling seriously on this trying to reshaping me, Sean. And your book would come in handy right about now. Really trying to get myself back together, man, getting balanced out with life and everything like that. So that's all I got going on. If y'all need some pictures taken, give your boy a holler. Until then,
Good night.
y'all be
Good
good.
night.
Peace.